call on the Honourable Peter Dunn.
Mr Speaker, on behalf of the Minister of Finance, I move that the Taxation Budget Measures Bill, the Government Superannuation Fund Amendment Act 1969 Amendment Bill, the National Provident Fund Restructuring Amendment Bill, the Social Security Amendment Bill, the War Pensions Amendment Bill No. 2 and the New Zealand Superannuation and Retirement Income Amendment Bill No. 2 be read a third time. Mr Speaker, these bills are the bills that give effect to the decisions in the budget yesterday regarding the most radical restructuring of taxation in New Zealand probably since the 1980s. And what the committee has spent some time discussing, sir, has been the impact of those changes, the dramatic changes to personal tax rates, the reduction in the company tax rate, the lift in the rate of the GST and the associated compensation made available to all those in receipt of superannuation, welfare benefits, government superannuation, veterans' pensions, etc., and the changes to the company tax to help create a more balanced and rational tax system in New Zealand. Mr Speaker, the committee spent time considering the contention made by the Minister of Finance in the budget that these measures as a package were designed to strengthen growth by rebalancing our tax system so that it better supports and promotes productivity, savings and investment. And, sir, I have to tell the House that during that period of consideration, whilst there was a lot of debate, the bill has emerged unaltered. The position that the government advanced in the legislation has been held intact by the committee, and as a consequence we have a piece of legislation that will now give people greater incentives to work, to save and to invest. It makes our tax system fairer, more coherent and a more integrated one with better integrity, and it will also encourage productive investment in New Zealand. Mr Speaker, there was widespread agreement during the committee stage that they were laudable aims for New Zealand, and the fact that this bill emerges with majority support at the end of that demonstrates that this House, like the country as a whole, accepts the validity of these measures, accepts that they are the right course to follow and looks forward to their early implementation. So, Mr Speaker, I am delighted to commend these bills to the House because they give good tax reform for all New Zealanders.
The question is that the motion be agreed to. I call the Honourable David Cunliffe.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. In relation to this tax bill, we see the government bring down a budget of broken promises. The promise not to raise GST is obviously broken by this bill. The promise to make everybody better off is broken by inflation and the skewing of this tax package to the wealthy who need it not.